All right, welcome back to LAK Sports. And before we get started, I'd like to do a quick shout out to my official sponsor, Two Water Brewing Company, right here in Corona, Ontario. Go on down there, check it out. It's a great atmosphere, great people. They got still a lot of great stuff going on for the end of the summer. So check them out now. And today we got Carson Crawford. He has been with the Mooretown Flags for quite a few years now. And he is now one of the huge veterans on the team. So, Carson, thank you for taking the time. And how are you doing?
Good. How are you? Thanks a lot for having me on here.
Hey, no worries. I mean, you've been on the team for a few years now. So, when you look back, what can you say to yourself in the mirror?
Yeah, I mean, definitely since the first year has definitely improved over the last couple of years. Just building, getting used to playing with the older guys too. So now that I'm getting a little older, just something that I was getting used to at the start, and I feel like I'm finally gelling now. So yeah.
Now, you currently are living in Corona now. So, you did live in the area. So, you live in Corona now. Does it kind of feel even better to be able to play for Mooretown now that you're officially like a Corona kid?
Yeah, definitely. Everywhere you go here, if you're even going to the grocery store or somewhere, you always see someone wearing the Mooretown flags. If it's minor or with our organization, it's a very community rounded team. So yeah, it's good to see all the faces.
Yeah, even during the summer, like you see a lot of people in the area. They got either the flags hat or in the fall, just before hockey really picks up. Everyone's got the flags sweaters ready to go. So I think it's I think there is something special about not only just to play for any hometown team, but especially Mooretown. Given it's only a couple a few minutes down the road from Corona. I think Corona, Mooretown, just the whole area surrounding it, even Sarnia, they really seem to the community really seems to come together and really support you boys.
Yeah, definitely. Corona, a big part, almost like Mooretown's bigger brother in a sense. Everyone goes there on a Saturday night, and yeah, it's good to see everybody around.
hmm Now, like I said, before you've been around with the Mooretown organization for a few years now. Take me back to when the first year that you joined. What kind of player were you then compared to who you are now?
First year would have been when I was in AP, I was kind of just I was going to pretty much every practice. I was just trying to learn, like
hmm
everything taken from a lot of the older guys at the time. They're really nice and welcoming there, and they taught me a lot of things. And now I look back, and I was just a little kid trying to put the puck in the back of the net and realizing there's more to the game than just doing that. Doing all the little things right now and just things like that.
hmm Well, there was a massive jump in your production last season. I mean, from 8 goals in 25 points in 2024 to 25, and then to 28 goals, and then obviously 44 assists in the 25 and 26 season. I guess I got to ask you, what changed in your game that allowed you to just be able to take that step?
I think allowed me to be a little more physical, like being a little
hmm
bigger than I was the year before, going to get the puck, not afraid to go to the dirty areas and really work around the net. I feel like a couple summers ago, I really worked in tight stuff and just grabbing rebounds off a goalie's pad or something like that. I feel like helped a lot.
hmm And you kind of talked about adding on size. So I would assume the Mooretown Flags, do they have like a deal with, because for people that don't know, the Mooretown Arena, it's kind of like a multi sports complex. They have a gym, a pool, and then they have a couple of the rinks there. Do they just kind of give you the deal that you can work out downstairs there?
No, unfortunately, we don't really get to go down there or use the pool or anything. But I know a lot of the guys, like a lot of us are from Corona, and a lot of us will go
hmm
to Corona Fitness there. We have
Right.
in little plaza uptown.
hmm kind of going back here. So, was there a point last season when you realized I'm just not contributing anymore, or did you like? Are I can be one of those guys that the team relies on offensively.
Definitely, yeah. Uh, Maybe a little after Christmas, going into playoffs somewhat, I realized that I can help the team in big ways
hmm
and just try to do it. Like, don't change anything that I was doing in my game. Just keep playing me and trying to help the team at the end of the day.
Well, let's talk about that 4 point game and with Amherstburg, where you complete the hat trick with the winning goal in the final minute. What did you remember about that game and just the overall experience?
Was that the game in Mooretown?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that game, it was really energized. I remember that the building was packed. I think they came back on us late in the third there to tie it up, and we had like a minute left or something like that. And I think a D shot missed wide, and I grabbed the puck off the end wall and put it in. That was kind of cool.
Well, not only that, but later in the season, you had another hat trick against the Walpole Island Wild team. Uh, at that point, I mean, when you have multiple games like that, what does that do to one's confidence and their ability to be able to make a huge impact on a team?
Yeah, it helps with confidence a lot. I mean, you're feeling good most nights, knowing that you're able to do that, and just some things you work towards, and yeah, it makes you feel good out there. That's for sure.
Hmm. Well, and I talked with Dupuis the other night, and I know he's a guy that you probably played alongside with. And he's also put up really huge numbers in the league. What have you learned the most about being around another fellow veteran like him?
Yeah, he's been really good leader on and off the ice for all of us. Someone
Hmm.
you can almost go on if you just want to have a conversation. You can just go and talk to him just about anything, and on the ice, just his worth ethic is something else. Like he doesn't stop, stuff like that. He's always at practice. He's always the guy giving it 110% no matter what. I think that just like it feeds off of him to the rest of the team, and just makes us all work harder at the end of the day.
Now, you being the veteran, though, do you feel like even though you have a role to play to teach the young guys and or younger guys and the rookies on the team, do you still think that, the learning never stops even as a veteran?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, learning to be able to lead the younger guys will definitely be
Hmm.
something, but it's definitely feel like something I'm comfortable with. Bringing in the younger guys, they may be shy or something like that. Just make everything light around the room and just lead, try to lead by example the best I can.
And speaking of which, of some of the newer guys that have come to the team, have you had a chance to talk with any of them? And what was the biggest piece of advice that you could give them?
Yeah, I've talked to a few of them like throughout our summer skates. I've seen a couple of them, and I just told them to s- stay having fun. That was a big thing. Just keep having fun with it. Don't hold your stick too tight, stuff like that. It's just hockey. But yeah, they're really nice kids and can't wait to see what they can do for us.
Yeah, definitely. And like when these guys come in, have you talked to them about what they're going to experience in Mooretown? Like, it's we talked about the community, how it comes together, and you really feel it at least Saturday night home games. And have you talked to them about what it's like to experience? It's like almost like you got to experience for yourself kind of basis.
Yeah, the one conversation actually came up the other night that when playoffs come around, how the Mooretown Arena gets pretty packed for playoffs. We were talking to the one rookie about it, and he's like, "Well, we're gonna have to see for myself." And I said, "Yeah, it's something pretty cool you'll play in front of."
Uh, Speaking of playoffs, obviously things didn't go the way you wanted to with Amherstburg last year. It was a close series, but it seemed like, you both just so matched up so well. But looking back, obviously nobody wants to end the way it did, but when you looked at the Flags last year, what's one thing from the team you feel was different from maybe some of the other teams that who contended longer in the playoffs?
Yeah, definitely last year. I feel like there was points throughout the year where we were really strong and we were really weak. But when we were at our highs, we were riding that high pretty good. And I just feel like there was at some times where we couldn't keep that high and keep riding that high and keep improving. Just felt like we were kind of on a roller coaster all year last year, and was we couldn't really find that spot where we wanted to stay and keep progressing.
Well, and as everyone knows, hockey is it really is a team sport at the end of the day. It's not an individual sport, as you would know. So for you though, when you look at the upcoming season and you being the veteran and knowing that you need to lead the team as well with the captain and with assistant captains, wh when you have to take on the role and lead the team, where do you kind of see this team progressing? You know, a lot of the guys are coming back. So do you feel like with a lot of the team coming back, that chemistry that has been built last year will come back this year and it will make the team even better.
Yeah, definitely. It always helps when there's returning guys. It just some familiar faces helps a lot too around the mood in the room and stuff like that, like team bonding and stuff. That's huge. Yeah, definitely it helps with people coming back into Mooretown.
And obviously they brought in the new coach and GM. Have you had a chance to talk with him? And what was your first impression when you got a chance to meet him?
Yeah, so funny story. A few of us on Mooretown had Kevy in our U18 year about 3 years ago. So
Yeah.
a few of us know Kevy pretty well. Nice guy, knows his stuff, really smart, and he'll be a good fit for the room. That's for sure.
No, I know that no one's gonna spoil his the way he likes to play the game, but what did he share about like what his expectations were? Maybe not so much from the captain or any of the assistant captains, but just the veterans in general. Like I heard that he was wanting like the to teach the veterans and then have the veterans kind of pass down that knowledge.
Yeah, that's what he likes to do that a lot with a lot of his teams with the guys he's had before or like the older players. He'll normally teach it with you, and then he'll normally let you explain to the younger kids or like if they have questions. He likes it when they come up to like the older players. He likes that kind of stuff. Just passing us our knowledge through to the younger players helps a lot for him. And yeah,
Definitely. And you have a lot of great teams in that league. When you look at the upcoming season, obviously the hockey world's so small and a lot of people know each other. So when you look at some of the other teams and the guys that are going to be on the teams, how do you kind of envision this season looking? Like, where do you think the rivalries will be, and where do you think the like what matchups are you the most excited for?
I'd definitely say the Mooretown Blenheim one. That one's always seems to be fun, but I can't wait to get back in Amherstburg. Still got a little chip on it. I think a lot of us, the returning players, do have a little chip on our shoulders from last year because we know we could have had it. Just sucks. Some things didn't fall the way we wanted to, but definitely can't wait to get back in Amherstburg.
Definitely. I want to jump back to the beginning here. I think every every kid in Canada, not let alone Ontario, grew up watching hockey, playing hockey, attempting to play hockey or some kind of winter sport. It is the winter sport after all. For you, what at what point did you start hockey? Did you start right away, or was it something that you got into a little bit later as you got older?
No, I think I started pretty much right away on a backdoor rink or the pond or something like that. But I started, I think, as soon as I could.
And have you always been athletic? Did you ever play other sports before focusing primarily on hockey?
Yeah, so I played box lacrosse for the Pacers here in Sarnia, so junior B, and then I also raced dirt bikes until like 2, 3 years ago. I stopped that to focus more on hockey and stuff like that.
Uh, with lacrosse, though, like what was the biggest thing? I know there's similarities, but what was the biggest challenge learning to skate on the ice and glide, and then having to run with the ball and and a stick?
Yeah, like they're somewhat similar, but they're completely different in the same ways. Like they say it's the fastest game on 2 feet, so just obviously getting on how fast you're moving and how fast the defense and stuff are coming at you compared to hockey is you gotta like you gotta be thinking a little more in lacrosse.
When you were growing up, you say you grew up around the area, and now you're now actually in Corona now. But when growing up, was Mooretown Flags a team that you watched as a kid?
I would say so. Yeah, like I started coming out to Flags games more often when I got like a little older. I was like, "Hey, Dad, can we go to the Flags?" It was almost like an every Saturday night thing. I was starting to go, and then COVID came around, and then I was like, "Meh." And then we started coming back out when the season after that came up, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to play here."
Yeah, definitely. Did you did like what does it mean for you even when you started coming out to watch the Flags play and then you eventually do join the team and then now you're playing for them and now you're kind of leading the team now. Like what kind of experience is that?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, I don't know, just knowing I was one of those younger kids before, looking up to the older kids on the ice and playing, just it's pretty cool feeling knowing that you're one of those older kids now and trying to set a good role model for those younger ones coming up.
And on a personal level, do you have any siblings? Do you have any like brother like younger brothers, older brothers that have played hockey?
I got a younger sister. She's really into basketball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh, That's all right. And for you growing, obviously, I imagine you're still a hockey fan outside your own junior career. Do you have like a favorite team?
Yeah. The Toronto Maple Leafs. I watch them. I've been a Leafs fan ever since I was young. So kind of runs in the family. So I had no choice, but I love it.
And for you, what did you think about their offseason moves and what John Chaka has done with the team to turn things around?
Yeah, I feel like some of the moves were they needed to be done, and I felt like it's going to help our team this year a lot, and hopefully we can make it over that first round bump.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're going to do a lot of great things, and it's cool when one plays hockey, but then you can watch it and really understand the dynamic of things that are happening. Do you have? I know you're a fan of the Leafs, but do you have like a favorite player in the entire league, like in the pro league?
I used to say a little like Matthew Tkachuk, kind of his feistiness, but he still has some skill. But I was a really big fan of like Matthews and Nyes. Actually, I really like Nyes.
Do you have a player that you watch that you really model your game over or after? Sorry.
Uh, yeah, like Nyes and Tkachuk, something like that. A little bigger bodies, know how to use it, but also have a little skill too.
And for you, do you have any like pre-game superstitions, or is there certain routines that you kind of like to keep?
Yeah, I have a couple. I put on my right side before my left. Just little things like that. And I always tape my stick and just little things like that. There's a couple things on the ice too that I do. I know last year with their overage goalie, like Johnny Chartran, I'd always stop by the bench. He would spray me with waters. Just little things like that. But rather than that, I just kind of go with the flow.
That's cool. And do you have like a favorite meal that you like to eat before every game, or
I know I like to go to Pita Pit a lot before a game, something like that. Grab a pita or something. But yeah,
and for you, what's your pre-game playlist that you like to have on Spotify, or what do you like to listen to in the locker room?
it kind of changes actually. Like on my ride to the rink, it'll normally be like country, kind of chill. But once I
Yeah.
get like in the room, in the locker room, it normally switches over to like some Drake and Little Baby stuff like that. Just gets me going a little more.
And I know that the team has changed just slightly from last year, but who's the most likely to change the playlist? Or who
Oh,
controls the music in the locker room?
uh, it's mostly Casey shouting. Yeah, me and him normally go back and forth there, but he normally I normally send him songs to put on, but he's normally the guy.
And is there anything that you guys do for the rookies once practice comes around? Is there anything that you do to just welcome them to the team and really make them feel part of the team?
Not really. We don't really make them go through anything. I mean, at the end of the day, some of the leaders gotta do the things that we are wanting the rookies to do. So the first couple practices, a few of us older guys will be like, these are the standards, stuff like that, like
Hmm.
like cleaning and stuff like that. Just keep everything all tidy and like helping on the ice, picking up like the cones or pucks like that.
Definitely, definitely. And if you had to give one message to the Mooretown Flags fans that are coming out, or anybody that wants to come out to watch the games, what's your message to the fans?
Yeah, just something to do with your Saturday night. Gives you something eventful to watch, something fun, exciting. We normally try to put on a show for you guys and always get the 2 points at the end of the day.
Awesome. Carson, do you have any shout-outs that you like to give out?
No, yeah, my mom and dad, they've been with me this my whole hockey career. They've helped me a lot, drive me to practice, to tournaments, stuff like that. They've always been by my side.
Excellent. Carson, it was a pleasure to chat with you. I appreciate you being able to take your time this evening to do this. It was a pleasure to chat with you for the first time. Good luck with this upcoming 2026-27 season, and let's see if Mooretown can bring back the cup.
Yeah, that's the plan. Thank you so much for having me. Nice meeting you.